Hey guys, welcome to another Grow with Dan. Do you guys want to learn a secret today? One of the things that you're going to find in almost all the top soils is your peat moss. So what is peat moss? Peat moss is basically the moss that grows on the ground in the forest. What happens is it dies off and it turns into kind of like a tree bark type of stuff, but it's really fine and it soaks up water really good. The things that we like to do with our peat moss is we take it and put it into our fox farm. Some of the fox farm are really strong, so if you're working with plants that aren't needing as much fertilizer, what you can do is you can use the peat moss as kind of like a buffer, meaning that you can bring down how strong this is, where you get to keep all the essential things that are in the bag, but you get to add a little bit more, so it brings down the full amount of the fertilizers in the bag, because we're bringing up the bulk of the peat moss in the bag. Or one of the things to note is one of the best, Fox Farm uses a lot of peat mosses of different kinds in their soils. Peat moss is actually really good to start your babies in, because this comes with absolutely no fertilizers or anything. It's just an organic product. You can add it to whatever you want. You can use it as hydroponic medium. We mix it with our soils, and then by doing that, we can make the perfect mix for our babies. Once they get a little bigger, this stuff we don't really use too much because it's already in the soils that we're using. And one of the reasons we're using this bag to show you guys, there's so many different types, but this bag right here, first of all, it's really inexpensive, meaning that it doesn't cost very much money. You get a lot of it, 3 cubic feet. Once this bag is filled, this is a heavy bag and it's big. So you're getting a lot of it and you're getting it for not a lot of money. Another thing is that it works great for if you need to soak up more water in your soils. So do we only use it to mix in pots? Actually, no. One of the main things that I use it for is we'll take this and put it right into the dirt that we're going to use. So if we're going to put our peppers actually into the ground, we live here in Phoenix where the ground is really hard, doesn't soak up water very good. So one of the things that you can do is mix like a 50-50 peat moss and your soil, add some of your fertilizers, or like we do, add some Fox Farm soil, and then we'll do something like 50% Fox Farm, 25% peat moss, and then the rest dirt. We'll just mix it together. And then you get like basically a super soil. And for here in Phoenix, you dig a hole and it'll actually make a clay pot. So the water will stay in that clay pot and slowly absorb out. That works amazing for, tomatoes. They can suck up all the water. The peat moss itself, it keeps the water in the area, and then the plants can use it a little better. Another great thing about peat moss is that it's so easy to put your hand through. It's one of the easiest ones. It's very soft soil, meaning that it's a lighter soil. So when you add it to your other soils, it'll actually lighten up a little bit until it gets wet, and then it soaks up and gets the weight from that. Peat moss is one of those products that once you know, it changes everything, because then you can add it to certain things. You can add it to the ground, you can add it to whatever. You can use it hydroponically like we talked about before. So we just wanted to bring you in. This is one of the secrets. I mean, almost every gardener you'll ever talk to, especially expert gardeners, will absolutely be able to tell you about peat moss, because I guarantee they've used it sometime in their gardening experience. A lot of people use cocoa too, and we've made a video about that. You can check out the cocoa video, but peat moss is another one that's a great buffer. So if you're looking for more water retention, it's great. We want to thank you for watching our video. If you do like our videos and you think that they're informative and you like watching us, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button, because it helps us out a lot. And until next time, keep growing.